Folks, buckle up, because if you're not paying attention right now, you might just miss the biggest money train leaving the station since the California gold rush. I'm talking silver. Yeah, that shiny stuff your grandma hoarded in her jewelry box just blasted to a new all-time high above $64 an ounce. That's right, over $64 for a single ounce of the white metal that's been on fire all year. It's December 13th, 2025, and silver hit an intraday peak of $64.66 yesterday before some profit-taking pulled it back to around $62 today. But hold on to your hats. This thing's up over 110% year to date. That's doubled your money if you got in early in 2025. Cha-ching. But why this explosion? And who's really behind it? It's China, folks. They've made a move that's tightening the global supply like a vice, and it's sending prices through the roof. Stick with me for the next 20 minutes. I'll break down the fresh data, the drama, and what it means for your wallet. You ready? Let's roll. All right, let's look at the numbers fresh off the press. Yesterday, December 12th, silver smashed to $64.66, a brand new record high, blowing past the old peaks from 1980 and 2011. Today, it's hovering around $62 after a little dip on profit-taking, but that's still up massive. Over 18% in the last month alone, and more than 100% since January when it was scraping $30. Sources like Trading Economics had it closing at $62.01 yesterday. Reuters reported a high of $64.64 with a pullback to $61.70. And others clocked intraday spikes even higher. COMEX futures, same story, ripping to new highs. Gold's up strong at about 60% this year, but silver's leaving it in the dust, outpacing Big Brother like never before. The surge? It's fueled by insane industrial demand. Solar panels, EVs, AI data centers, all gobbling up silver faster than it can be mined. Global deficits are piling up. Inventories in London and Shanghai are at multi-year lows, and physical tightness is real. But the big catalyst lighting the fuse? China's secret weapon. New export controls kicking in for 2026. Here's the juice. China's Ministry of Commerce just slapped strict state trading rules on silver exports starting January 2026. Exporters need special licenses, quotas, and proof of massive production, like 80 tons minimum for new players. It's not a full ban, but insiders say it could slash exports by 50% or more. Why? Beijing's hoarding for their own boom. They're the world's top consumer, installing hundreds of gigawatts of solar, cranking out EVs, and dominating electronics. Back in October, they dumped a record 660 tons onto global markets, front-loading before the clampdown. Now, the tap's turning off. Reuters, Sprott, Mining.com, they're all screaming about this creating scarcity on steroids. Shanghai prices hit records in yuan, ETF inflows are exploding, and physical delivery stress is everywhere. Lease rates spiking, borrowing costs up. Think about it. China controls a huge chunk of refined silver flow. This is like if OPEC suddenly cut oil exports, prices explode. And with deficits already at 200 plus million ounces this year, cumulative near a billion since 2021, this China move is the match on the gasoline. Zoom out. Silver's not just pretty jewelry. Over half its demand is industrial. Solar panels used more every year with new tech. EVs need it for batteries and wiring. AI servers guzzle it for conductivity. The Silver Institute says industrial use is at record levels and it's set to keep climbing. US side, we just added silver to the critical minerals list. Tariffs could be coming. Imports are vital, but with China restricting, costs rise for our green energy push, Tesla factories, everything. Gold-silver ratios around 70-1, historically stretched. When it normalizes, silver rockets more. For you and me, this is opportunity knocking loud. Inflation hedge, dollar weakness from Fed cuts, silver thrives. ETFs like SLV seeing massive inflows, miners soaring. Physical bars, or coins, premiums rising, but real asset in uncertain times. Risks? Sure, it's volatile, the devil's metal for a reason. Profit-taking dips happen like yesterday. But fundamentals, stacked bullish. Analysts from Kitco to ING see $70, $80, even $100 plus in 2026 if deficits widen and China holds tight. Experts are buzzing. Sprott calls it physical stress preceding sharp moves. Reuters ties it to industrial boom and China curbs. CNBC says further to run, maybe triple digits. Look ahead. 2026, quotas bite. Solar demand explodes globally, trade tensions. Silver could easily push $80 or more. This ain't the top, it's the ignition. We've unpacked the record smash, China's game changer, the data fire hose, and your moves. Silver racing past $64, courtesy of Beijing securing their future and creating ours. In a world of paper promises and tech bubbles, silver's real, useful, undervalued. Don't miss this ride. Grab exposure. ETFs, miners, physical, track it close. Diversify smart. Thanks for tuning in. What's your silver take? Drop it below. Stack strong, stay sharp, and let's make these gains shine. Out.